global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Many Nigerians, especially in the Igbos, have been really looking forward to what is the verdict, their fate in Lagos State and in Nigeria as a whole. Don't forget that there have been this tussle here and there by the likes of Asaru Dokubo calling for the secession of Southeast, forming their own Biafra. Not the northern group also have spoken at length, saying, "What are we waiting for? Let them go, cut them off, let them go, whatever it is they have with." But finally, in Igbos and the think tank holders, the leaders have said to speak once and for all for the Igbos, and they have very strong word to tell both the Igbos living in Lagos and the Igbos living in Nigeria and Igbos as a whole. But before we go into the news proper, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to go get notified as soon as we update our channel or YouTube. Well, the President General of Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization, Ohanaeze Ndigbo, that's Dr. Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, is in Lagos for a 3-day visit, during which he will meet with Igbo leaders and Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to address issues affecting Igbo in the economic capital of the country. In an interview after one of the engagements with Igbo leaders in Ikoyi on some few hours ago, he spoke on issues around his emergence as Ohanaeze leader, his agenda for Igbo, the blowing wind of insecurity in the Southeast, and how the federal government can arrest it, among others. Some months ago, I was elected leader of all Igbo, which is the President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo. Frankly speaking, at over 80 years, it was a very difficult thing for me to accept, although I saw that my people were very passionate about having me serve them. All the leaders came to me expressing their support and confidence in me. All the 5 governors of Southeast also came to me saying they were with me. All the 7 presidents of Ohanaeze Ndigbo in the various states, Rivers, Delta, Imo, Abia, Enugu, Anambra, and Ebonyi, came together as well. All this made me realize I had no choice. It is my belief that any gift possessed by an individual is from God. Therefore, if your people call you to serve them at any time and you feel you are not fair to God, the Creator, who has given you the gift. Now, they now asked him some questions. Opposition from his nuclear family. He now said, "My wife and children didn't want me to accept it. However, I had to convince them. Some said I would die, but I told them that if I die at 80, it is not too early." Then they now asked him some questions of his official visit to Southwest. He said, "Where am I today? I am on my first official tour to Southwest Nigeria. I have come to meet Igbo in Southwest. I met the elders last night. I met the elders on Tuesday in what we call Imeobi, which is where we meet in Igbo culture to make far-reaching decisions. We had a meeting in the house of one of our elders, Comrade Ibetu Ukwewe, retired. It was a very successful meeting. As I arrived at the airport, my people gave me a wonderful reception. All the Ezes, town union president, lined up. I have just finished a meeting with Ezes because we have a system that demands that we organize ourselves wherever we are. Every success that Igbo have achieved over the years is because we have the capacity to come together at a short notice. The town union is part of our structure. The people I have met here today are very important people in the lives of Igbo. Wherever I go, I meet with these people and they whisper the condition of things to me. I am here essentially on my first official tour to Southwest, and I have been very, very well received. I'm very happy because my people have shown a lot of trust and confidence in me. I have made up my mind and I pray to God Almighty to give me the capacity to serve them and to help me so that I do not fall below their expectations. Then I asked him, "What are your plans for the Igbo?" He said, "I have studied the map of Igbo land and I have carried out a very comprehensive study on agriculture and mineral resources or even natural endowment and intellectual capacity. Based on these things, I am quite convinced that we have a lot of prospects. I am bent on transforming Igbo land. I believe that by the plan that I am making, I will transform agriculture, the industrial base, and the commerce because our people are trade inclined, which is a major part of our wealth. Without fear of contradictions, when you talk about gross domestic product, GDP in Nigeria today, I think Igbo contribute more to the GDP than any other group because we are there in every local government. There is no local government in Nigeria today where you won't see Igbo. Wherever they are, they carry out their businesses, which could be trading in one commodity or the other, even farming. Whatever they do, they pay taxes, build houses, live peacefully with the people there. I believe they are doing well for Nigeria. We are very proud that our people are contributing positively to Nigeria. Many patriotic Nigerians appreciate it. There's a lack of clarity on the president of Ohanaeze in Lagos. It is Chief Sunday Osai, the president. They asked him. He said, we have a constitution. Professor George Obiozor was the chairman before he died. Ambassador Oke Emeche is the Secretary General. They handed over to Sunday Osai to me as the president of Lagos branch without informing me of any dispute. The report I had was that the former man, Solomon, who I don't know and I have never met, had completed his 4-year tenure. This man, because he probably believes that some powerful people are going to support him, wants to destabilize Ohanaeze. This is the impression that I get from people. I want to make it clear that the former President General of Ohanaeze handed over to Sunday Osai to me as the president of Lagos branch. We have had a very unfortunate experience recently. Out of personal interest, some people are doing everything to undermine Ohanaeze, which is the hope of Igbo. It is our hope of development and unity. You see a small boy jump to say he is the Secretary General of Ohanaeze Igbo. The Secretary General is Oke Umache, who has served Nigeria in various capacities. He is a man with impeccable academic credentials and civil service credentials. Ohanaeze Igbo cannot just pick anyone as a Secretary General. For Publicity Secretary, you have Dr. Alex Obonaya. All these scoundrels who mislead the public should be reported to the police for fraud. They now ask him questions like, are the agents in Lagos recognized? He said the concept is part of Igbo culture. Igbo have always believed in leadership. We believe that if you don't come together with a leader, the problem of life cannot be fought. The problems could arise from humans, society, and economy. What has saved Igbo, wherever they live, either in Nigeria or outside, is that wherever they go, they come together. It has helped us in many ways. As President General, the Aziz are part of the people who have supported me and they have confidence in me. Their position is unchallengeable because we need their leadership, we need their position. As the President General, how do you intend to ensure that Igbo are well protected in Lagos? This is what he said. Before 1914, when Nigeria was amalgamated, Igbo has started coming to Lagos. When Igbo started coming to Lagos, there was no Ikoyi. Most of Ikoyi was riverine. There was no Victoria Island. There was no Lekki. Igbo are part of the development in Africa and in Lagos. Right from the time the first railway lines were built, Igbo were there. There is no way anybody can talk about the development of Lagos with all honesty and exclude Igbo. When you talk about Lagos, some Igbo have lived in Lagos since their grandparents began living there, which is as far back as 1914. The truth about the thing is that we have a character in Igbo land which makes us different. We know that we have a home and our home is in eastern Nigeria. Wherever we go, we know we are visitors and we have never gone anywhere to claim their land. Every Igbo man who owns a property in Lagos does so legitimately. We have not come to preach a sermon that God gave us the land in Lagos. We paid for it. People from Igbo land have not only developed lands, they have built houses. If you go to Lekki, Victoria Island, Lekki, everywhere, these things were built by humans. Lagos is Lagos because people like the Igbos came and invested. They include the Northerners and those from other tribes. Igbo came, invested, and developed the place without forgetting the fact that they are visitors. Every Igbo man is told from home to obey the law of his host community, and Igbo have done that all through history. Wow. Not only is this powerful, I think it's self-revealing and it speaks a lot. Let's not begin to flog this issue. Let's begin that conversation. What's the take on the standpoint of Dr. Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, who is now the President General of Ohanaeze Igbo? He spoke wisely. Remember, he's a man who understands history and who has been with history.